Welcome back everybody to the channel. This is my NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2 review. So, since everyone knew, for years my girlfriend went out on like a boat cruise thing. Didn't get to watch it live, with you guys. Watched it when I got home about 11, something like that. Got over with it about 1. Was this show better than Brooklyn 1? Yes. Was it better than TakeOver Dallas? I don't know about that. But I will say this. On TakeOver Dallas, the one match that I wasn't too big of, Austin Aries and Baron Corbin. And all these matches last night, I cared about. I was wanting to see, and watching it, I was enjoying what I saw every match. So on that aspect, could say that might have been better than Dallas, but overall I don't know, not sure. But I do know this: the way they started out the show, I knew it was going to be a damn very, very, very good show. I mean, you had No Way Jose come out. Everyone doing the chants for him. Austin Aries comes out to a huge pop. I kind of felt bad for No Way Jose because Austin Aries was getting a lot of chants. And this match was about 8 to 10 minutes long. The way they were going back and forth, No Way Jose was being physical with them. Like, he was, he's that happy, jitter, one, but he was physical with them. So, I did like that. I enjoyed it. Austin Aries picks up the win here. And I like it. Because I really thought they was going to give it to No Way Jose, but Austin Aries needs that momentum, I believe, in my opinion. Needs that momentum. And now he's got it. So, they're on the top rope or second rope. I think it was the top rope. This is how the finish goes. So, Austin Aries is right there. No Way Jose's like on the ground. And then gets up to the top rope or two. I know it's itching. And does a sunset powerbomb on No Way Jose, and then transitions it to his submission move. I cannot remember what it's called right now. To his submission move, No Way Jose taps out quick. That's how the finish goes. I really enjoyed the match. Really enjoyed the finish. And then afterwards, so Austin Aries is attacking him again continuously. Kept on doing it. Tommy comes out in his damn dress clothes or shit over here. So Austin Aries attacks him. He comes back with kicks, smacks, then does the GTS to him. The crowd pops big for that. And looks like he, fully back all the way. I mean, we know we've seen him in NXT, like the tapings. But now he is fully back. Looks like they're going to build up to the next takeover and have a match that's going to be a very good match. Cannot wait for that match. I really can't. And we'll see what happens. I think the winner of that gets a NXT Championship match then. The debuting of Ember Moon. never seen her wrestle. I never have. I was optimistic to see what she brought. Billie Kay was her opponent, which, I could see coming. I didn't know that this would happen, because it looks like they was pushing her really good on the NXT television to, be the next one upcoming. But they wrestled for about 5 minutes. It was like 2 minutes into it. I said 3 on Twitter, but it was about 2 minutes into it, and I was enjoying the match. Ember Moon, hands down, is one of my favorites already. One of my favorites. For her size, she's not big, but she's not small. If you know what I'm saying, if you see her body type, she is pretty athletic for her size. People's like, they didn't let her showcase anything. It's her first match. First debut. Her debut. They're not going to show a lot on the debut. Did they show a lot with Austin Aries in his debut? Not really. Because it didn't match up with Baron Corbin that good. So, I cannot wait until she gets in the ring. The next takeover with someone. I don't know who. I don't know if they're going to push her to Asuka already. Because if they did, that would be a damn good match. Don't know if they'll do that though. Knowing them, they probably will do it because it will entertain the living hell out of us. But yeah, about 5-minute match here. Ember Moon, her finisher, from the top rope, not from the second rope, and then she flips, like she's over here flipping over, so she flips the other way, catches Billie Kay, stunner into it. That's her finisher. One of the best creative finishers I've seen in a long time from a women wrestler. Very good stuff. She picks up the win in her debut 1, 2, 3 after the top rope. I mean the second from the second rope stunner. I don't know what they're going to call it, but damn good debut. And let's not take away anything from Billie Kay. I know I've been talking about Ember Moon because she is one of my favorites now. Billie Kay showed us that she's going to be that next generation of women wrestlers in NXT to come up, main roster and everything, and be able to compete with the Baileys, Asukas, Sasha, Charlotte, Emma, Paige, if she's still there. I'm not sure if she's going to still be in WWE soon. And, her some so-called neck injury, too, so I don't know about that. And anyone else I miss. It's just going to be amazing to see her, because I think she's going to be one of those with Peyton Royce whenever she's going to, be on television a lot for NXT. Them two are going to be the ones that are going to be surprising the hell out of people when they face the Sashas and all, Becky, Charlotte, Emma, and Asukas and everyone else in that women's division. But 5-minute match about Ember Moon picks up the win with the stunner from the second rope. If you haven't checked that finisher out, go check it out now. Really, it's amazing. The third match of the card. How can I describe this? Glorious. That's how I can describe it. Bobby Roode's entrance. it took forever, and I am so glad it took forever. NXT, with how they've been building him, and his entrance last night and how he performed, made him a bigger star in the weeks before and tonight than he ever was in TNA. And that's no dish to how TNA did it or how he did stuff in TNA. Because he did, that company, very good stuff. It's just with this gimmick and how his personality is, he's already a top star in WWE, not just NXT. Not just NXT. Now, where does he go after this? He was facing Andre Cien Almas. No dig to Almas, but the crowd did not care for him when he came out. But let's make it clear. His character and gimmick in NXT sucks. His wrestling is great. Great. His in-ring work is good. Now, I'm not too big on Bobby Roode's finisher. I hope they have like another finisher for him so he could finish opponents off two ways. But I'm not going to complain. Not too big right now. But it's basically a pump him, slam. I don't know. But I mean, I'm not going to complain about that, honestly. So Bobby Roode wins here, about 10-minute match. Very good stuff from both of these in the ring, and it was glorious for Bobby Roode. The fourth match of the night. I stood up after this match and gave them two tag teams a round of applause. Last time I did that, Zayn versus Nakamura. I don't do it often because when you get me to do that, that means you've put me on edge on this match, and you put me wanting to watch more and more of these two tag teams facing each other. The Revival versus Gargano and Ciampa. Match of the night. When I got done watching NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2 last night this morning now at 1 a.m. technically, I was like, I don't know which one is match of the night, because all of them were pretty good, decent matches. And then I'm thinking, when I'm waking up and everything, I already know which one was match of the night. These two tag teams, Nakamura, Joe, Asuka, Bayley. Those two were the top two matches everyone was talking about. And they were thinking, one of those two is going to be a match of the night. Well, these two tag teams was thinking, we're going to steal the damn show. And that is what they did. All I've got to say is, this match better happen in the next TakeOver. Because I want to see at least one more match between these two tag teams. Hell, I could see them 5 more matches between these tag teams if they wanted to. 2 out of 3 falls next time TakeOver, the next TakeOver for them would be great. I think that would be great against those two tag teams. The Revival. There were so many damn spots in this match that was so damn good. it's so hard to even talk about it on this side of it, because you had the Revival being their heel tactics are the best in tag team I've seen in forever. In forever. Gargano and Ciampa. The chemistry between these two as a tag team is unbelievable. Just like the Revival, unbelievable chemistry between both of these teams. There's a spot in the match at the end, closer to the end, that the finisher they do, Ciampa comes from the back, does the knee, Gargano does like a super kick from the, from the person on the ground. They do that, try to pick up the win, but his foot is on the bottom rope, and the ref countdown 1, 2, 3. Everyone thought they won it. Well, I saw that and I was like, the Revival stuff. That's the stuff they do. They do not. There's no way in hell. They find a way. They find a way. And I can honestly, to God, say this. They're the best tag team in NXT ever. Ever. If you don't think that, then, that's your opinion. But the Revival is the best tag team, in my opinion. The best in NXT. And when Edge, Adam Copeland, I think that's his name, Edge, basically, as you people know him, said they're the best tag team in the industry right now. That's what he said. That's a high compliment from someone that was in a good place, in a good tag team division in the Attitude Era and beyond. I mean, when you get a compliment for someone that's been in tag team wrestling, great tag team wrestling, you're doing something right, big time. But everyone thought they won that match. I didn't. I saw it coming and everything. So I was like, yep. Yeah, I was watching TV. I was like, yeah. That I forget which one it was, but I was like, there's no way, because when he was close to the ropes, I was like, oh, he's about to get it up. So they're going to do that move again. They were going to do the finisher again. I think it was Dawson pulls out Ciampa, does a right to him, and then puts him on the outside, knocks him into the post. Then I believe they do a move where Gargano puts the other one dash outside the ring, and then Dawson comes in and does a chop block, and then does a submission move on him. I believe it looked like the figure for a little bit, but it was I think it might have been something else. Gargano's about that far from the rope, about that far from the ropes, trying to reach out there, didn't get out there, taps out, and the Revival beat Gargano and Ciampa in the match of the night by far. It was so easily the match of the night. Like I said, I stood up, gave them a round of applause, because this match was so damn good. People was like, I don't know about the ending. The ending was a little shaky. Who cares, man? It might have been shaky, but It was heel tactics. The Revival somehow wins. Always. Almost always. They somehow find a way to win. Now, next takeover, if they do face again, might be a different story. Who knows? But match of the night. The fifth match, Asuka versus Bayley. Bayley comes out first. Big pop, as usual. You know her, little big ass balloons. I don't know what to call it. She does that. Well, she did that in the ring, and behind her, there's more that came up. When I saw that, I knew her ass was losing. I'm sorry. When I saw that, I was like, they're sending her off in a big send-off like that. I love Bayley, but I knew she was losing. And she did lose. She's coming up on the main roster, maybe tonight at SummerSlam, special appearance, or at Raw. So who knows? Could be either, not easily. But man, this match was physical. Bayley showed a different side of her in this match, and it really showed me that Bayley could be that mean streak when she needed it. Really impressed by it. But not much to say, not too much special. I liked their first match in Dallas better, just by a little bit. But I liked how Bayley came out and was hard hitting back to Asuka too. So, it's like you can go both ways with that stuff. But I think the first match was a little bit better, in my opinion. Just my opinion. But Asuka beats Bayley here. At the end, Asuka raises her hand, shows respect to her, basically leaves, letting Bayley have a send-off. And she stands up, big applause, like, thank you, Bayley, and everything. Goes over to Becky and Sasha, hugs them, crowd pops for it. Then goes to Charlotte. They boo Charlotte when she hugs her. It was strange. I was like, man, you gonna boo her? I mean, Charlotte, look, she's out of character, not. Because, it's TakeOver. No one's, I'm going to remember it, but not most people's going to remember Charlotte being like that baby face for tonight, being Bayley's friend and everything. So, that's that. Bayley's definitely coming up main roster. She pointed at the NXT logo when she was there, and looked out to her crowd and waved one last time. She's definitely gone from NXT. Just like Sami Zayn. When I saw Sami Zayn's send-off and then Bayley's last night, I teared up because what those two did for NXT, it's unbelievable, amazing job from them. It is. And it really amazing to see both of them from NXT and everything and do so good, and just can't say enough. So Bayley's to the main roster. Like I said, very hard hitting match, and at the end, the way the match ended, Bayley basically didn't slap, but just went full force on it. Just like, it's like a Big Show thing, but she just did it harder because it's not going to hurt as much. And all I can say is I was really surprised how she came out. Bayley was very physical. I really did enjoy that. But Asuka went after she did the slaps and everything. Asuka did a stiff kick, and then she did another stiff kick, 1, 2, 3, and 1. So that's how she won. To the main event, Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a Samoa Joe paced match. If you've seen his matches in TNA and then on NXT here, this was a Samoa Joe paced match. By far. Controlled most of this match until the last 5 minutes. And when the last 5 minutes happened, it went out of control and stuff was good. I believe the match went about 20 minutes. So the 15 minutes was slow paced for Samoa Joe. Very good match still. But the last 5 minutes was phenomenal. And it made you respect what they did in the first 15. Shinsuke did a... Let me just talk about this. His entrance. Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance was legendary. With a violin, the dude should come out every time he's in a pay-per-view or takeover and do that violin for him, because that shit is amazing. Amazing. But this is like a Samoa big. This was had a big fight feel easily. But the last 5 minutes, Shinsuke does. Joe's on the ground, but he does like a Kinkasha, something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I love how Corey Graves says it when he does it. Gets a 2 count. So Joe gets up. He does that run. He does that knee from like the second rope, and then does another Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura wins. Very good match as well. All these matches was enjoyable and watchable easily, in my opinion. If you didn't think this show was better, or maybe going to be better than SummerSlam, you might be fooling yourself. Because this show overall, I could easily watch over and over again. That's it. But honestly, I want to know what your opinions are on NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. Comment below what you think. And if you like this good long review, I wanted it to be long because NXT deserves this good review in the amount of time they've done and how enjoyable it is to watch a takeover every fucking time. So if you like this review, smash that like button for me. I will be back tonight for a SummerSlam review. Join me at team_Lesnar for live tweeting tonight on SummerSlam. Don't think I'm going to watch the 2 damn kickoff show hours. Well, not all of it, at least. But I will have a live WWE 2K16 stream here in a bit. So check out for that. And I will see you guys tonight for SummerSlam. Drink it in.